Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Pacers? Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
And it's the start here of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 2K Sports postseason presentation of the NBA, and it's tied 1-1. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Well, the N1 taken from them on their home court. Big-time wake-up call there, Greg. We saw it. They've responded. And this is their opportunity for revenge.
And, Kevin, throughout the season, they've been the better team. But that all goes out the window now. This is a very even fight. They need to find a way to reassert their dominance. This thing could actually slip away from them.
Sure could. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams outside. Nailed from three-point land.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Now, here is Halliburton. Into the lane. Count that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Williams. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Mathurin against Williams. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Over Mathurin. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Nembhard with it. Defended by Dort. They set the pick. Fades back. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks, David. A shot off that time.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the shot goes down. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Now at midcourt.
checked in for the Pacers. Then for the Thunder, Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Siakam, right side. The three. Nembhard's shot is good.
Well, we know offensively, Benedict Mathurin wants to be relied upon. This guy loves being a consistent point getter for this team.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has yet to score. Fires the three. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 2 to the right side. Siakam kicks to Turner. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You better do your work early with Miles Turner because this guy is so fast to the window and he'll make you look foolish with that kind of dunk.
Now here's Caruso. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. The shot by Williams, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McConnell finds Nembhard for 3. Siakam. Thunder with the rebound. They won their last game Monday night.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Turner. Here's Mathurin. Now, here's Siakam. Covered by Wiggins. Here's McConnell. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
Here's McConnell. Still yet to score. They've got Halliburton. He'll be topping out there with Neesmith. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Bryant in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Joe. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. Good on the three-point shot. Caruso's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Halliburton looking around. And he lays it straight in. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
For 3, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Neesmith. And Indiana shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Pass to McConnell. Outside Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Halliburton. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Halliburton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
We know Tyrese Halliburton came into the league as a 40% career three-point shooter. Don't leave him that wide open, folks.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. And Andrew Nemhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Pacers on defense. Williams looking around. Pass to Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Turner inside, working on Holmgren.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Outside Williams. Launches it. Holmgren can't hit. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside, Dort gets the 3-pointer to fall.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty looking shot right there.
Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Back to Halliburton. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Williams for 3. The rebound by Halliburton. And Indiana shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Turner passes to Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Boy, you give Jalen Williams any space, and my goodness, he will go to work.
Williams has gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Here comes your Pacers. Everybody, make some noise. Is your squad. Give it Who wants to bring these
Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. .124 left here in the second. McConnell with it. No scoring in this one. Fires for 3. Benedict Mathurin, and that's good.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. High, arcing shot.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Mathurin against Williams. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And he recovers it. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Good D by Siakam.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder out in front, leading by just 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. This team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to the details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. Nice shot. It's all good. One more time. A round of applause for our contestant.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Indiana Pacers.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series. They say, and I don't know who they are, that a playoff series hasn't started until somebody loses at home. They've done that. So, Jet, any concern?
No, not yet. Still plenty of basketball left.
And to win tonight, you got to retake that home court advantage, and they just got to stay confident.
I like it. You guys can give me a pep talk anytime. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. A 2-point game. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For the tie, that falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. It's all knotted up.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now here's Williams. 11 points in the game. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander on the money from 12 feet away. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you can see the mid-range, he'll take it.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Time for your Indiana Mistakes, everyone. Let's get excited. Are turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Halliburton outside. A shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Outside Mathurin. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off target from three-point range.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Dort. Oh, good on the triple. Pacers trail by 4. Turner with it. Back to Mathurin. Turner with the screen for Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And so here is Indiana. The Thunder making the shot. Turner with a screen on Williams. Here's Mathurin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Williams.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Free throw good, Mathurin.
One thing you know about Benedict Mathurin, this guy oozes confidence, and he is an impact scorer.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. Good on both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Can't hit from 12.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Halliburton for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Siakam. That one off the back iron and out.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Let's turn it up.
changes here for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Bounce pass from McConnell. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. Pass to Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. McConnell. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, just good recognition in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander reacting to the defense perfectly.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. They get it back. Siakam, that's good.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Screen by Hartenstein. The shot by Williams, no good. Nesmith, the pass to Siakam. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the layup. Here's Nesmith. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Thunder lead by 4. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We'll be topping out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pacers 5. McConnell kicks to Halliburton. Tapping a screen on Williams. Halliburton for 3. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, that's savviness by Tyrese Halliburton. Gets himself something he can work with, makes the game look easy.
Williams sets a screen for Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
A shot by McConnell, no good. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. On the wing, Williams. Toppin covering. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
It doesn't matter what position Jalen Williams happens to be playing on any given night. This guy's a force offensively.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And for the Pacers, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 6.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Shoot 2. First one falls for him. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Then for the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. And Williams drops them both. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Halliburton passes to Turner. Now, here's Siakam. Turner with a screen on Holmgren. Siakam for three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Halliburton for three. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Williams with the ball. Mathurin picks him up. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Halliburton. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And they get it. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we know Tyrese Halliburton is first and foremost a shooter. This guy has put in a ton of work.
Holmgren sends the screen for Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Halliburton. On the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Dort finds Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Mathurin. Here's Hartenstein. .135 left here in the fourth quarter. Off with the layup. Here's Halliburton. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, big time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
All right, fans,
and while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He likes the effort. He likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it, and let's make the most of it to win this series. Let's see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls it from 20, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
If you're guarding SGA in the pick and roll, boy, stop the ball, because otherwise Shea's going to get to where he wants to go.
Halliburton, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Avalanche 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Now, here's Dort. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 9.
Get your cameras ready for the Pacers Hype Crew.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Here's Halliburton. On the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. Oh, good with the triple.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jalen Williams.